What's up? Almost didn't make the stream today. But I made it. What's up with the screen? Why is it looking like that? Why is it looking all whack? So what's up, everybody? I have some, that should be fine. That's so weird. Is it, this thing? No. No. Why is that, whatever. We'll deal with it. We're dealing with it. So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, it was a sleepy day for me. I did one of those things where I had nothing going on last night, but I stayed up way too late, you know? And it's just why? Why am I doing that to myself, you know? Makes no sense. But yeah, bros. Oh, dude, even my curtain's a little messed up. Gotta move that. Bruh. Maybe it's just the camera itself. Alright, that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. Because I think we're all kind of in the same way right now. Let's see what the chat's up to. Leo, you changed your name to Sad. Oh, your test? Social studies? Ooh. $50-question test? Well, hopefully it's not too effective to your grade. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes one test like that, and we're just being honest, one test like that can be really rough, but you gotta bounce back. Oh my god. Dude, things are not going well today on the stream. things are out of control on the stream today. Why did I upload at 1 or 2 a.m.? Before I got distracted by reading the chat and stuff, I was telling you guys, it was one of those nights last night when I really had nothing to do. You know what I mean? I could have done whatever I wanted to. I decided just to kick it. And I'm on the computer, I'm watching documentaries till 2, 3 in the morning. I'm what am I doing? I did make a clip from yesterday's stream and I posted it just because I thought it was a pretty good passage and I thought you guys did pretty good. So I wanted to post that, and I just finished editing it at really, really late. Yeah. Dude, names on a test? Who even needs to memorize names? It's I know what happened, bro. I know generally who did it. I could never remember names. I just didn't care enough. All right, so we talked yesterday about mixture problems, and it really got me thinking. It really got me kind of I don't know, it just got me thinking about these mixture problems. So I went online today, I looked at some of the variations that are common, and I have some questions that I think would be kind of cool today. I planned them out, but I didn't write them out neatly. So I do have to write them out, but I'm not just winging it. We do have stuff, so. All right. So let me get that back going, and then we will get cruising. I'm also doing bad because I lost 10 subs. Yeah. Dude, there has been, YouTube and their subs have been I don't know, they've just been updating. But I don't let it get me down. You know what I mean? You can't let it get you down because you will always be yourself. So good times, you can't get too high on yourself. You can't be oh, I'm crushing it, I'm awesome. Same thing. Bad times, you can't get too down on yourself. You just got to stay right in the middle, right in the cut. Do I ever read Annabelle Lee? No. I don't know. Maybe I would recognize that by if you gave me a book title rather than the author. All right, so let's get to this first thing really quick, and I'm gonna try to explain to you mixtures today and how to do them. But look at, dude, this is my only paper left. It's this. It got I don't know, it got moist or something, or it was up against a water bottle, so now it's crinkly. But we're good. Yeah, exactly. It's just like Bitcoin, because I have Bitcoin, I have friends who have Bitcoin, and every time Bitcoin goes up, they're just Like, you know what I mean? But every time Bitcoin goes down, they're like, oh no. I'm just like, dude, just chill. All right. Oh, that's a poem title. No, then I have not read that for sure. I'll have to check that out. All right. So I guess the first thing I want to know. All right. So here's the first thing of today. Oh, it's by Poe. That's pretty goth. So here's the first thing of today. Let me give you some airspace here. All right. So this is the first thing I want to talk about today. This equation here. So let's look at this. So go ahead and see if you can give me an equation for this. What's up, Henry? Hey, Tony. It's laughing at your comment, bro. Oh, no. Yeah, there it is. That's exactly it. Thank you. Thank you. Chat's so smart. Chat's so smart. That's it. So, not that I'm like trying to insult your guys' intelligence or anything, but sometimes I just got to start a little slow. So we have that 0.1 times the total number of fluid, and that's going to give us how much we have, how much saline we have. Okay, cool. Awesome. So easy peasy, easy peasy. Now I'm going to throw in, sorry for adjusting the mic. I was not ready today, guys. Still not ready. But now we can jump into some harder problems. All right, bros. Here we go. Where is this? All right, bros. Cool. First one up into the cut here. I have 50 gallons of 20% petrol. How many gallons of 75% petrol must I mix in to get a 50% mix? overall. Oh, it's okay. It's all good, Tony. You do you, bro. Yeah, no, Leo, I did not buy new graph paper. This is old graph paper that was in a backpack of mine, and it got like up against a water bottle, so it like got all like moist. So that's why it looks all crinkly today. But yeah, I like did not have time to run out to the store because I was being procrastinating. Let's see. If you eat yourself, do you become 2 times bigger? No, it's like painting the Golden Gate Bridge. Once you finish eating yourself, you have to like start over again. It's like a never-ending process. Trying to figure out how to get all my papers right here. Nice. Yo, Rachel, you got an equation with that? Just curious. No big deal if you don't. Yeah, it's all good. We're gonna do one of these problems just as a warm-up, but yeah, if you didn't get it like yesterday, that doesn't really matter. We'll hit it today. Again, this is actually a suggestion from Tony yesterday, and this isn't necessarily you like look at the analytics of the problems that the SAT offers. This is not necessarily historically an SAT question, but this is exactly the type of question that you will see on the SAT, something that just twists your brain a little bit. Help Australia, yeah. Dude, they're arresting so many people for starting those fires. It's like crazy. Okay, Tony's on it too. All right, so let's go into it. Since it's the first one, I'll just jump into it and we'll talk about it later. Later ones, I'll give you a little bit more time here. So we have to think to ourselves that we need to make an equation that's balanced. So we have 50 gallons of petrol. So I'm going to have my total gallons over here, and I'm going to have my petrol represented on the right side of this equation. And so our total gallons is going to be 50 gallons because we have that. We're stuck with it, okay? And we're going to be adding in a certain amount when let's just say X is going to be our 75%. So that's going to be our total, right? But in order for our total to be an equation that would equal the amount of petrol we have to multiply it by the percentage. And we eventually want this guy to be 50%. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a 0.5 right here. Now, the total number of petrol we have. So we know we have 50 gallons, and that's 20%. So what's 20% of 50? Of course, it's 10. So we know we have, just to start, 10 gallons of pure petrol in this 50-gallon jug. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. But then we're going to be adding a certain amount of petrol. Now, we know that it's a 75% mix, so it's going to be 0.75x. And now these two sides equal each other. And what this says is the original amount of liquid plus however many liquid we add to it of the 75%, 50% of that will be petrol eventually. And you see how it will be, because originally there was 10 gallons of petrol in a 50-gallon jug. We are going to be adding way greater than 50% petrol into it. So if we keep adding the 75% petrol, eventually it'll be too strong. So this is eventually, we're eventually going to hit each other, get the answer. So algebra time. Great start. 25 plus 0.5x equals 10 plus 0.75x. I'm going to subtract 0.5x from each side. So what I get is 0.25x, and I'm going to subtract 10 from each side. So what I end up getting is 15. So now you can do the division. Let me bust out my calculator really quick because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that long-handed. You know what I mean? So it'd be great. And so what we get when we divide both of these by 0.25, 0.25, 60. That is tight, bro. Really good job, Rachel. Really good job, Tony. And who else got that? Venna got that. Zach got that. Nice. Yep. So Venna also just threw the equation into the chat. So that's how that goes down. Notice that the left side of the equation is the total number of gallons. And in order for it to equal the amount of petrol we have to multiply it by that 0.5, just like at the beginning of the session, how we multiplied it by 0.1 to get our petrol. All right, so that is the bunny hill, if you will, of the mixture problems we're going to do today. So there's going to be one variation. So we're going to do one more of those, and then we're going to explore the other variation of mixture problems that I was able to find. So do I need to make it harder? Yeah, I'm going to make it harder. Yeah, you guys don't get it easy. I don't think you guys came for easy problems. So let's see. Yeah, we just did that one. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. Let's see. I don't even know how I got that equation. Big brain. Is the wind came out of the cloud personification? No, because lava can come out of a volcano, and chocolate can come out of a cake. Personification is actions that only humans can do, like feel, think. I guess dogs can think. I don't want to go into it because I think dogs should be he and she, but for grammar, if you're talking about a dog or a cat, you grammatically need to say it. But I'm like, no, a dog is not an it. A dog is a little guy, whatever. All right, next problem. Get off my rant. Bruh. Chill. Next question. I have 15 pounds of chocolate. It costs $8 a pound. I have cheap $2 a pound mix. I want to make $3 a pound trail mix. How many pounds of cheap mix do I add to the chocolate? Is the wind chilling and killing Annabelle? You could probably finesse it and make an argument that that's personification, but to me it doesn't strike me as that. No. Infernus is shutting down. See, Infernus. Get some karate. Remember, self-discipline is key in life. So get that karate, man. Be tough. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Leo's got it. Yeah, depressed Leo has got your poetry breakdown for you. Who knew? It just took him to get depressed and then he became a poet. That's actually really true. Like I like friends that have gone through tough stuff are like can make really interesting art. So something to think about. All right, I'll be quiet so you can do this. This is a hard one. Wow. I'll give you guys another minute or so. All right. Did I stump you guys? Are you guys getting stumped by this? This is a slightly harder problem. I will give you that. Slightly harder. I'm gonna start great. I'm gonna start going into this, and then if you guys have any questions, obviously we can talk about it. All right, chill. Yeah, writers and artists are weird just because there's unpredictability to art, and so you can't always logically guess what a writer or an artist is gonna do. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Leo. I have been training Call of Duty recently, so although my PUBG skills will come in handy, it will be my Call of Duty skills that take me over the top in any World War III type scenario. Yeah, dude, Poke's back. What's up, Poke? All right, so let's go into this and let's talk about how to do it at least. So we're going to be setting up our total. Let me just turn this camera a little bit so I can get a little cozy here. We can talk about our total, and then we can talk about the. What we're gonna do about that? We're gonna talk. Do I want to do it like that? Yeah, I do want to do about that, and then we can do with the price. So this is gonna be total poundage, right? That's what's gonna matter, and then on the right we're gonna have our translation into price. Um, nice. What's up, Shad? Venice stuck. It's all good. All right, so we start with 15 pounds of this chocolate mix, and we're going to be adding in X amount of pounds of the cheap $2 mix. And when everything is said and done, I want to sell that guy for $3. So how do we arrive at this? How do we arrive from our total weight to our price? Well, we know that for 15 pounds, where is it? 15 pounds, it's $8. So that's going to translate into 120. 15, that's 15 times 8. And then we have our $2 times however much poundage. I guess I'm decided it was X, however much poundage we have. So that's our equation. We have the amount that we add in of the $2 mix, and for every, pound of $2 mix, we need to pay $2, right? So what's up, Shad? So let's go into this. So this is going to be 45 plus 3x equals 120 plus 2x. I'm going to subtract 2x from each side and subtract 45 from each side. So what we end up getting is x equals 75. That's it. That's it. We just need 75. And it totally checks out, because if we have 75 of this $2 mix, that's going to equal $150. We can add the $120 that we spent on the chocolate already, and what we're going to get is 270. Now, if we have 75 pounds of this guy and the chocolate is 15 pounds, that's going to be 90. So if we spent a total of $270 and we divide it by 90, bros, you know what we're going to get? We're going to get $3 a pound. So yeah, it checks out. We're good to go. This is the equation. This is the equation, right? Because ideally, what we want total is a $3 bag. How are we going to get that? Well, this was technically 15 pounds times 8, and then $2 times however much the poundage is of that last one. Yeah, Rachel really is, does Rachel, your back hurt for carrying the chat today? Let's do one more. Let's do a redemption of these. I didn't plan a redemption, but we need a redemption, bros. It's gonna happen, dude. It has to happen. All right, so let me see if I can think of a problem really quick to do this. Forgot another 0. Yeah, dude. That score better be perfect. All right, BRB, give me like 2 minutes to put something chill together. Mixed your question for our redemption. I will actually put this here for you guys to look at as we go down. This is what we're gonna be working with, bro. So keep in mind that's what's going on here. All right, so let me throw this back up. All right. Shad's in the house. Dude, Red Possible is back. Whoa. What's up, Red Possible? Yeah, dude, Rachel, for real. Leo, yeah. Dude. What counts as OG? Yeah, you had to have been SHSAT. Yeah, we're still missing some. Definitely big F. But I have a feeling we'll be seeing them again. All right, bros. So we've been working on mixture problems. All right. And let me tell you, I'm pessimistic. I'm a pretty optimistic guy. You guys know me. I like to keep a good attitude. I like to keep a good vibe. I mean, I don't like to keep. That's just how I naturally operate. So, I'm a little pessimistic now. I'm a little pessimistic that we're not going to get redemption. I don't know. I feel like Rachel's been doing great. You know, a lot of people have been, Venna got a good equation into the chat. Tony had a good answer, but not the usual swarm, not the usual bandwagon that I'm used to seeing. So I'll play the redemption music really quiet, because I don't know if it'll happen. I can't predict the future, but can you guys redeem yourself? You know what I'm saying? Can you, on a Wednesday, redeem yourself? I don't know. I just don't know. But we're about to find out. Yeah, we're about to find out. Alright, here it is. Here is your redemption. I stole 15 gallons of 40% saline. I want to make it 30% saline. How many gallons of 10% saline should I add? Alright, bro. You guys could do this. I'll give you guys 3 minutes. And that's 2 clicks of the clock. You guys have 1:20 left. Okay, that is 3 minutes. That's it, bros. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll show you. Poke just throwing out an answer that cracks me up, dude. Yeah, it's 10. You sound like my mechanic, dude. Like, I have a good buddy who like fixes my car, and he's like, I was like, how much do I owe? He's like, yeah, just give me like $50. He gives me such good deals, dude. All right, so let's go into it. That was the time. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think we did get the redemption here. But that's okay. You know what they say. Everybody has, room for improvement here. So let's see. Let me see. All right. So let's go into this. So we know we have our total. Let me change color here. Do black. We have our total. And we have what our saline is, right? And we're going to have them equal to each other. And so obviously the percent is going to be part of that. All right, bros. So let's get into this. Let's see. Let's see. Yep. All right. So our total is going to be this 15 gallons we're starting with, plus however much 10% we go in. What is our desired percentage total? It's going to be that 0.3. Then on the right side, how much saline do we have? Well, if it's 40% of 15 gallons, 40% of 15 gallons is 6 gallons. And then add to that our 0.1 of however much the 0.1 solution we blow in there. So that's it. If you can set up this equation, your money, the total amount of loop fluid we started with, plus however much we're adding in. And keep in mind, X equals gallons of 10%. Not 10%, gallons of 10%. So we're going to be adding gallons to our total here. Hopefully it'll equal 0.3. What also will do that? Well, the 6 gallons of pure saline we have in there, plus the 0.1 gallons of pure saline we add in every time we throw in a gallon. So there... Yeah, so let's go into it. So this is 4.5. That's a 0.3x. This is a 6, and that's a 0.1x. We're living the dream. I'm going to subtract 0.1x from each side, and I'm also going to subtract 4.5 from each side. So we get 0.2x equals, what would it be? 1.5? Duh, I'm smart today. 1.5. And then from there, I mean, you could do the division. I just like multiplying it by 10 sometimes. So I get that 2x equals 15. And then when we divide by 2, it becomes super obvious that x is going to be 7.5. Crunchy, yes. That is the equation, Crunchy. That is it. Sty or die. Yeah. Yeah, so that is how this one goes down. I don't know. Are you guys just getting BTFO by this? Like, do you guys understand this at all? Should I... Because there are much harder problems that we could be doing, mixture problems. But I don't want to... I mean, Rachel's on fire. That's 3 in a row. She's on fire. But everybody else... I mean, Henry is technically correct, saying less than 10. But, bruh, it's not hyper exact. Let's go, boys. Yeah, Poke with the 10. That's okay. Yeah, exactly. Should we do another redemption? If we do another redemption, will you guys get it? You know, like it's setting up this first equation. If you can set up the first equation, then you're money in the bank. But if you can't, then these problems are really hard. Really, really hard. Yeah. Can we just do more difficult? Yeah. Yeah. We could do more difficult. Definitely. Because there is one additional variation to these that I'm interested in doing, but I don't want to go into them, you know, if it's just going to be crazy. You're losing your brain cells? Redemption? Okay, you're still confused. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain this to you guys uno más vez. Okay, what does that mean? I'm going to explain it to you one more time. Okay, I'm going to explain it to you guys one time. We're going to do a problem. Everybody's going to get it right. It's going to be great. I get to play the redemption is real music, because it will be real. And then we'll move on. Then we'll do more difficult problems. So, that's okay, Poke. So, Rachel, go ahead, get yourself a snack. Go into the kitchen, get yourself a snack for the next 5 to 10 minutes. We will be going over this, all right? All right. bros. Let's talk about mixing. All right. So here we have a 100-gallon container of 30%. Let's just say there's 30% gold in it, but there's 100 gallons total in it. How do we make an equation to find out how much gold is in an X gallon container? How much gold is in it? In this one, it's pretty easy. 30% of 100, 30, 30. But what about this? How do we figure it out? Well, we know that it's going to be a 30% mix because that's generally the goal. But how much gold will that be? Well, 3.3 times the total number of gallons. Okay. In this scenario here, it's going to be 0.3 times that 100. And what we're going to end up getting is 30 gallons of gold. Okay, so this is your equation here, right? This is how we're going down with it. Dude, you failed your physics test? Shad, lock it up, dude. Come on, man, you can do it. Just, you gotta bounce back. Next test, be better than ever. Okay, so this is our equation. We have our percentage times total gallons, total or whatever, equals amount of good stuff. All right. So what if we have two different mixes? What if we have a thing, and let's just stay with it to stay consistent, of 30% gold, and then we have a smaller jug. Let's say this has 20 gallons in it, and this is 50% gold, right? We can use the same equation, this equation up here, right? We don't know what the ending percentage is going to be of this, but we do know what the total will be. We have 100 gallons and 20 gallons. That's 120 gallons, okay? Then we have 100 gallons of 30%. So we could just say the 100 times 0.3, or we could just say, go ahead, skip to the case and say it's 30 gallons. And then how many gallons of gold are in this? 50% times 20, 10 gallons of gold or whatever. So what percentage, or I'll keep this percentage symbol as a variable. Great. So what is our percentage going to be, right? And it's just solving. It's just solving for algebra. Okay? Now is your time to ask questions. Okay? Now is the time to ask questions because I don't know what to say. We need a redemption up in here, bro. Yeah. Oh, that is actually a really good point. If you guys need more understanding about this topic, I hear that if you subscribe to Pokar's channel, that it helps people out. I'm not going to say who said it, but somebody recently told me that when they hit that subscribe button on Poke's channel, they feel like their IQ jumped. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, I got you, Poke. I think I am subscribed to Poke. Also, definitely smash that like button if you haven't already. All right. All right, so I think everybody's got it. We are going to do one more of these, okay? And then we're done. We're moving on to the harder ones, okay? So if you can't get it now, you're in the dust, okay? You're going to be in the dust. All right, so actually I should make one more point. Just fill out this thing, right? What this would be is your total gallons, right? Sometimes we need to solve for this number here. We need to solve for that guy right there, and we know the percentage. So, you know, this is obviously going to be 1/3 or 1/3 percentage. So it's going to be a 33%. So we could set this up as 30.33 times 100 gallons plus however much we need of that, equaling 30 plus 5.5x. And x in this scenario will equal 20. All right. I'm done explaining this. We're on to the next. Here is your question. I will load it up real quick. Do you hear that? Here's your opportunity. Can you come back? This isn't just redemption for one problem, okay? We are 51 minutes into the stream. This is redemption for everything. You can do it. You just gotta believe in your heart. All right. It's time. I have 10 gallons of 20% saline. I have 50% saline. How much 50% saline do I need to add to my 10 gallons to get 40% saline? Please get this right. The 10-minute video I posted is a clip from yesterday's live stream. I just put together a grammar passage, so I just wanted to put it out there on its own. I said 10 minutes, Rachel, not 5 minutes. Or not 3 minutes, or however long that took. This would be called a mixture problem. Give you guys one more minute for this. All right, if you need more time, let me know, but I think we're coming to a close here. We all know Henry gives units of measurements in bananas, because he is one. Okay, so let's launch into this bad boy. My fingers are crossed. I'm feeling good. Pokar is the king of self-promotion. That's too funny, bro. Definitely sub to Poke. All right. All right. So we're seeing some confidence. I know Rachel was in first, but I didn't want to write down the answer until somebody else said it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it that easy for you bros. So guys, equation, I'm just going to fly through this real fast. 10 gallons of 20%. So we know the total over here, and then we got our saline over here. The total gallonage of whatever is 10 plus X, and that's however much 50% saline we put in. The mixture needs to be 0.4 or 40%. We start off with 2 gallons, because it's 20% of 10, that's 2 gallons of saline straight up, and then plus 0.5, however many gallons we throw into the next one. That is the equation. If you got that, you are looking really good. Yeah, dude. All right, cool. So the sub worked, Crunchy. So now we could do this. This is 4 plus 0.4x equals 2 plus 0.5x. I'm going to minus 0.4x from each side and minus 2 from each side. So we're going to get 2 equals 0.1x times both sides by 2, or by 10. 20 equals 1x. Thank you. Yes, yes. All right. Good. There we go. That's what you get for subbing to Pokar's channel. Oh my gosh. I really, you might have seen me have a stroke on stream had the bandwagon been wrong on that one. I really might have had a stroke. All right. Vena's on it too. Vena, well, shout out to Vena, as always. All right, so let's go into these harder problems. Think that was cool and fun? Watch these harder problems, bro. Okay. All right. Dude, we are running low on paper. Situation critical once again. 2 pieces of paper left. This is not good. Not good. Yeah, dude, did you know that Crunchy got his teacher's license just by subbing to Pokar? Stephen Hawking came back from the grave and was like, Crunchy, you're so smart. All right, dude. All right, so let's go into this. Let's go to this next problem, this difficult one. Okay. And I'm just going to keep using saline, okay? I don't want to think of anything else. I will just do that. Okay, slightly harder, but bros, the equation is exactly the same. Okay, so here we go. I have both 40% saline and 80% saline solutions. I want to make 20 gallons of 50% saline. How many gallons of the 40% saline do I need? And yes, this will be a system of equations. Just keep in mind, we will have two variables, and we're gonna need two equations to solve it. All right, a minute and a half left. About 45 seconds left, about 30 seconds now. Okay. So, yes, this one is much harder than the others. Go do your ELA homework, Rachel. You know how to do this already. You already are really good at this, okay? So I give you the gold ribbon. I'll draw you. How about that? At the end of the session, I'll draw you a gold ribbon. All right, so let's go over this and talk about this question. Um, so it's the same kind of vibe, except we do have a system of equations now, which makes it, I think, a little bit harder. So the first thing that we know is that we need to make a 20-gallon mix, right? So let's just say our X equals the gallons. So how do I say gallons? Gallons of a 40%. And let's say our Y is going to be gallons of 80%. Chilling. Yeah, do your homework. So what we know, because it's going to be a 20-gallon mix, is that X plus Y is going to equal 20. That's our first equation, the amount of gallons of one and the amount of gallons of the other. That's going to equal 20 total. So we're back. Here we have the total, and here we have the good stuff, or the saline. So total, it's going to be X plus Y in there, and the mix is going to be 50% saline. What does that equal? Well, however much of the 40% we put in, so 0.4 of the X plus 0.8 of the Y. So hopefully you got here. If you can get this equation, you'll be looking really, really good. If you can get this little equation too, you'll be looking real nice. So, so let's substitute in because x plus y equals 20. Here's our x plus y right there. So 0.5 times 20 equals 0.4x. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to solve for y. Now, going into this equation here, I could say y equals 20 minus x, right? So when I substitute in, then I get rid of a variable system of equations. We're on a roll. So 0.8 times 20 minus x. So we do need to do a little bit of house cleaning here so it looks good. This is going to be 10.4x plus 0.8 times 20 would be, what was that, 4? No. 16. So 16 minus 0.8x, collecting like terms. Great, I'm going to subtract 16 from each side. Times each side by negative 10. Divide each side by 4. Right, guys? Right? Dude, that's so hard. That's so hard. All right, so here's the work. Here's the work. All right, bros, this is it. This is absolutely all the work you need. Now, you do need, for sure. Oh, no. Where'd the chat go? Oh, it popped back in. All right, you do need, for sure, these two equations. This guy here and this guy here. That's it. And then you can, yeah, Rachel, definitely shout out to Rachel for crushing the sesh today. Okay, so Crunchy is feeling the vibe, man. You feeling the vibe? Do you guys have any questions about this work? About the work that I did in it or anything like that? Because I do have more questions for you guys. We can keep rolling, but this may be like our Everest where we have to climb it together. We have to figure it out, and it might be like longer than one sesh. We might come back tomorrow with some mixture problems. Just keep pushing you guys, but maybe not. You're struggling on Poe's poem, bruh. What do you have to do? Do you have to write a report or just understand it? Yeah. All right, so that's the work. I feel like the chat has I don't think I've ever seen my chat get blown out so hard by a series of questions. I think I might need to make a video for these, like an independent separate video, cuz I've really never seen it where it like the chat is just like blown away. It's just like, let's get a little beat going on here. Why is wind personified? All right, what's the name of that poem again? Annabelle something? Annabelle Lee? Oh, bro. April, that is insane. Dude. Dude, the OGs have been flooding back. This is crazy. Alright, I'm pulling up this poem. Okay? Ugh. All right. I'm going to read through this poem real quick. Keep in mind, we need to figure out why the clouds are personified. Let me actually pull it up on this screen, this smaller screen, so I can actually, read it. It's like too small. Even though it's on my screen, it's like way too small. All right, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of poetry here. We're going to do a little bit of poetry. All right, so it was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. Aw. Okay. I was a child and she was a child in the kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love. I and my Annabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. All right, chill, chill. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of the cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee. Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me to shut her in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. Oh no. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, and many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of that beautiful Annabel Lee. Oh, I think she did. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the surrounding sea. Wow, that is very Poe, bro. That is very Poe. All right, so... So, no. Why is the wind personified? Oh, I see it now. Okay. Okay. All right. So, why is the wind personified? Great question. I don't really think it is. I mean, we could think of reasons of why it would be personified, perhaps, but I really don't think it is. Now, what they're probably going to ask, if they're assuming that the clouds are personified, it's probably this stanza right here in the middle of the screen, or I guess at the top of the screen now. This guy right here, chilling and killing my Annabelle Lee, right? So the personification isn't a direct one. It's not like, oh, the flower is feeling good today and the flower said hello, right? That's on personification, right? In this, it's like an indirect personification because what they're saying is that the cloud came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabelle Lee, right? So to me, that kind of gives the vibe of a little bit of an assassin, a little bit of like, kind of like a hired hit or like a murder, you know what I mean? In the quiet, in the darkness of night, the wind comes and kills, murders my Annabelle Lee. Now, I keep saying chilling, right? Chilling and killing, right? I think that's kind of the same thing. Maybe she caught like some disease or something. It's like back in the day, dude. They didn't have medicine or whatever. The by the sea, the kingdom by the sea thing. I don't really know what that is supposed to kind of you know indicate without looking it up and going to like a poetry website. To me, what that indicates is a sense of unknown. It's by the sea and there's this huge a huge expanse of unknown, over the waters. What could be there, right? And then also things can blow in from the ocean, things like that, a little bit more dangerous. And at the end of the poem, the dude's even like saying surrounded by sea, right? Surrounded by sea. So that sea is like this danger, right? It's a little bit of the I don't know, that kind of third power, because he evokes the power of the humanity of their relationship. He provokes the power of the gods. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's where I caught from this. That's it for poetry time. That's it for our poetry hour. Did you have any other questions about this? What did you guys think of it? Right? Pretty okay. I don't know. I like love poems like this, or like like poems of longing. You know what I mean? I don't know. They don't really get me going as much. I just am like, oh, okay. It's all very nice, and I'm sure there's like a deeper meaning in here that I'm like totally missing. Let's see if I can like actually look it up. Yeah. Yeah, it basically says what I just said. Everybody's jelly. Everybody's jelly of their love. What can you say? What can you do? People be jealous. People be jealous. All right. So tomorrow, I'm not giving up on you, chat. I'm not giving up. Tomorrow, I want to do some grammar, but we are gonna continue with these mixture problems. All right. You don't get just to give up. All right. Just because everybody can't get them doesn't mean that we get to give up. So we will be back, and we will be grinding on this type of stuff. I'm gonna beat up in there. So then we got like a something like that. Oh, that looks really bad. There's your ribbon. Yeah, Shad gets it. Shad gets it. What a time to be alive, man. It's the iconic ending. I see you, Zach. See you, Vena. All right, guys. I know today was confusing. I know those problems are really hard. I will think of a better way to explain them. I will. But until then, definitely check out that video. Definitely smash the like button. I'm gonna go eat some food. So I'll be seeing you guys. If you guys have any questions, obviously you guys know where to hit me up on my email or whatever. But good stuff today, man. I'll catch you guys tomorrow 6 p. So keep it easy.